So if you are a beginner or intermediate guitar player, I believe one of the challenges you are going to face most of the time is knowing how to solo. Now, the reason why a lot of you guys are still struggling is because you think soloing has to do with skills. But in this video, I want to show you the basic way that you can start soloing, like from scratch, like whether you know how to play scales or not. I want to show you a soloing method that you use. Like when you know how to do this, you can pick any chord progression and play over it right away. And this is what it looks like. All right, so for the sake of this lesson, we're going to play in the key of G. All right, so we're going to use this simple chord progression. Just start from your G, right? 1, then the 4, which is your C, then 1, then now you might be asking, what is this method? It's very simple. Instead of thinking of scales, when you hear a chord progression, right, instead of thinking of scales, one of the first things you should do is to think of the notes that are in that chord. So if you don't know, for example, in this G now, right, it's made up of 3 notes: 1, 3, and 5. Do, mi, so, right, on G. And it's the same thing for the F, and the same thing for the, not the F, sorry, the 4, and the same thing for the 5, right? So the idea, right, I want you to think of when you're soloing as a beginner. If you don't know soloing, don't think of scales, because the default thing to do, play. The default thing most beginners do, intermediate, you just go to the pentatonic scale. If you do that over time, like, you begin to sound like an exercise. You just sound like an exercise, and we don't want that, right? We want that at the end of everything, or each time you play, you're going to sound melodic and musical. That's what we want to achieve, right? So let's try experimenting. Now we'll play only the G, right? The 1. So you just keep playing the 1, just only the 1. Now the 1 is made up of 3 notes. The 1 is made up of 3 notes. The 1 and it's made up of 3 and 5. So when that chord is playing, you can either start on the 1, or you can go to the 3 or the 5. Right? So I want you to try this. So before then, you can try recording this whole thing with your phone. Just record it. Record like 1 minute, play the 1, play straight in your recorder. Then try playing around 1, 3, and 5. When you get that, then start playing around with the order of the notes. So play. What I'm doing here is to play 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1, 3, 1, 5, right? It's still going to give you the same chord in the end, right? So if you do this, you notice that your ears are going to get used to the whole pattern, so that when we now translate this into other chords, you see what we mean. So I'm going to do the same for the next chord, which is your C, 1, 3, 5, all right? So do the same thing for, right? Then go to the 5. 4, 1. Okay. 4. Alright, so when you do this consistently, you notice that it's making sense. Like your ears can just pick out the music in the whole thing, rather than just playing scales up and down, right? I'm not saying playing scales is bad. There is the place where you can combine. See, what makes your soloing nice is your ability to play this and then combine it with scales. All right. So let's try changing the order now. Let's try changing the order of the notes now. So another thing you can do, right? Instead of playing 1, 3, 5, all of them. So when the first chord is playing, you can target. Okay, you can say, okay, for when the first is playing, I'll target only the three of the first. Then for the next chord, you can also target the 3. Then the next one, you target 3. The 3 again. Right? Right? So you can start with that. And for that exercise, what I want you to do is to just pick up a sheet of paper, write out the chords, write, okay, the C, oh no, the G, F, C, which is your 1, 4, and 5, right? Each of those chords, they are made up of 3 notes. 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. So what you do, when every chord is playing, you start with the 1 of each of them. So when the G is playing, you play 1. When the 4 is playing, play 1, right? Right? When you are done with that and you are conversant with it, do for the 3. Remember, each chord is made up of 1, 3, 5. Now we've used 1 already. Let's now use the 3 for each of them. So 3. Then you go to 3, right? When you get it, then you now use the 5 of each of them. So the 5 is now 5, 5, 5. Can you see how it just sounds like it sounds melodic? Like you can tell that this note is part of this chord. So doing that, when you do it over time, then your ears just get used to the whole sound. Then you now start experimenting other things like changing the order, changing the octave. Now we've been playing here on this octave. You can now change it to here. What am I doing? I'm simply playing on a straight line now, right? That's another option. And if you have not watched my video on how to play the major scale on or how to solo using one note, I think you should check it out because it's going to be helpful. What I was simply playing is to play my major scale. Sorry, do, re, mi, fa, sol. Right? So let's try playing using this major scale. Now, when I'm playing the major scale, there's something that happens because you already know the notes that are part of that chord. When you are playing the major scale over this progression, you just notice that there is a resemblance in the sound, right? At every point in time. So your ears will now know what note to use on what chord automatically. It happens like that. So if you play, how musical and melodic it sounds, right? Yeah, so this is just something I would like every intermediate guitar player or somebody trying to learn soloing, right? Just try and work on that to spice up your soloing. And if you don't know how to solo, and you feel like this guide is not enough, I've created a course that explains how to solo with your major scale, your pentatonic scale, and then what else? Yeah, it just teaches soloing from scratch. So I advise you to get it with the link below. Cheers and see you in the next video.